What's on your mind?
Curse that Iron Band! I sent him a load of blast powder weeks ago, but he's made no mention of it in this report. So, where did the blast powder go? If Iron Band still needs blast powder, then by Magni he'll have it. I sent the approval on ahead with a messenger to Jörn Hornhelm in Thelsamar. He'll prepare the powder and other supplies to take to Iron Band. And one more thing, I want you to personally see that the shipment of powder reaches its destination. The last one didn't, so keep your mind sharp and your eyes open.
Interest you on a pint?
You found the manuscript. What a joyous day this is. Copies will be made and distributed, and the ancient knowledge of Lorgalis will finally be known to my brothers and sisters. Your service to us is more than you know, adventurer, but I hope that this gift shows you the gratitude we extend to our allies.
A tall one. I do need help with a mission into Nomaregan, and you're just the adventurer to do it. A nigh universal mechanical component, the essential artificial, was of great use to the tinkers and smiths of Nomaregan. But during the frantic exodus from our city, no one remembered to take any of these devices with them, and I need a large supply of them for work I will soon undertake. Please, go into Nomaregan and get me some essential artificials. You'll find them in the deeper areas of our city, held in containers called artificial extrapolators. Thank you, adventurer, and please hurry. When we fled Nomaregan, we left so much data behind. Vitally important data. I need the data on a prismatic punch card from a Matrix Punchograph 3000 5D high security terminal deep in Nomaregan. You must access the terminal, but to do that, you first need clearance. And to get that, you must access lower security terminals. Models A, B, C. And to do that, you need security punch cards, starting with white. And we left all the punch cards in the city. It's a catastrophe. Can you help? You don't think I was always bald, do you? No, sir. It was the radiation leak in Nomaregan that caused this tragic hair loss. Before that day, I had the only gnome fro in all of Azeroth. Damn those damn dirty trogs. Damn them all! Perhaps it's not too late, adventurer. We may still be able to save it. The city, I mean. Speak to Ozzy Togglevolt in Karanos. He and his partner Razzle are working on a solution. Yes, it's true. TechBot has gone rogue. Please, can you help me? When our beloved city Nomaregan fell, a rogue spark must have jolted my poor creation TechBot. It once aided me and my associates with its countless gizmos and limitless store of information, but its positronic brain has polarized. Now it's negatronic, and TechBot's behaviors are reversed. It roams Nomaregan in a frenzy, but perhaps it can be salvaged. Perhaps, if you can retrieve TechBot's memory core and bring it to me, I can discover the cause of the polarization and fix my poor TechBot.
Pilot Stonegear loves his siege engine, as every pilot should, and he's always eager to find new ways to improve his tank's firepower. He heard rumours of a rare ore, and is looking for someone to hunt it down for him. If your boots are starting to itch, then find Stonegear at Steelgrill's depot in Dunmorrow and see what he wants. Dwarves might have fast steeds, but can those airy pink griffins stand the heat of the Great Forge? I think not.
Dragonborn!
What? Stormpike wants you to personally see the shipment to Ironband? I suppose that's fine. The only problem is, I've already sent Huldar with the porters Miran and Cyan. You just missed them. They left just a short while ago. It's not too late, though. You're welcome to go to look for Huldar. He can't have made it very far. Strong as they are, Miran and Cyan can only move so fast, laden down with those barrels. They're taking the normal route to the site, leaving south out of town and following the curve of the lock. Shouldn't have a problem finding them unless they've already gone. Delivering these barrels to the excavation site is hard work, but there are so many depending on us to get the blast powder there. We must do what we can against the Dark Irons. It'll take more than a Dark Iron ambush to stop the deliveries. But Cyan, I would never have suspected him to be one of their sympathizers. We've been working with him for almost a year now. Maybe I missed the signs. Well, I'll consider that later. We've been hauling the barrels of powder back and forth in trips before this business. Now we have to split up the work. Moran's taking the barrels and I'm watching over the other ones. I don't feel safe letting Moran haul the rest of the shipment by himself. When he's ready to go, maybe you could escort him on his next trip.
You got my attention.
We've been hauling the barrels of powder back and forth in trips before this business. Now we have to split up the work. Moran's taking the barrels and I'm watching over the other ones. I don't feel safe letting Moran haul the rest of the shipment by himself. When he's ready to go, maybe you could escort him on his next trip.
How are you?
Delivering these barrels to the excavation site is hard work, but there are so many depending on us to get the blast powder there. We must do what we can against the Dark Irons.
Here there. You got my attention.
We've been hauling the barrels of powder back and forth in trips before this business. Now we have to split up the work. Moran's taking the barrels and I'm watching over the other ones. I don't feel safe letting Moran haul the rest of the shipment by himself. When he's ready to go, maybe you could escort him on his next trip. Hello, adventurer! You'll be escorting me to the excavation site? That's good to hear. After Scion and his cronies, who knows what else the Dark Irons might have up their sleeves? Anyways, let me just make some final checks. Talk to me again when you're ready to go. Ready to go, adventurer? First, we need to get this powder to Ironband. It'll be a lot for me to carry, and these parts can get dangerous. And who knows what else the Dark Irons might have in store for me. I'll feel a lot better with you coming along.
Well met. Great to meet you. What can I do for you? How are you? Well met. You're not amusing. That's not funny. You're starting to bother me. Hello, what's on your mind? Well met. What's on your mind? Chug, 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 whoop, whoop.
Talk to me. Oh, thank the light, the powder is here. But it is troubling news that you bring as well. To think that the Dark Irons have sympathizers able to procure this sort of material for their dastardly plans. That's a matter for someone else to consider. Some other time. I must put this powder to good use.
Need assistance?
What's on your mind?
A disarming colloid for Seaphorium! Oh, heavens! Begin collecting the disarming materials immediately, adventurer! Lurker venom can be found on the indigenous spiders in Loch Modan.
These great beasts know paths that you can't find on foot. They'll get you there fast and maybe show you something new at the same time.
Need help? Go with honor. I can make a spool of ghost hair thread with this and have a few strands to spare. Here are some coins for those extra strands. Here is your thread, adventurer. It has 1,000 uses, from binding evil spirits to sewing life into inanimate objects.
aggressive adventurer, it would seem that you are capable enough to handle yourself. Perhaps a more suitable challenge could be found for one of your abilities. It is curious, though. The worgen seem to just appear out of thin air. But then, with all the other strange creatures that have moved across our borders, I suppose it's only one of many concerns. You might have noticed some larger worgen wandering around with the shadow weavers in the woods. From what we can tell, these dark runners make up the bulk of the worgen numbers. On my rangings, I've also noticed that they have overrun the rotting orchard southwest of town. These worgen are a bit tougher than the last you faced. Be on your guard. You performed well against the Dark Runners, adventurer, but it seems as though their numbers are inexhaustible. Every time we make progress, more spring up to refill their ranks. What is the evil power that draws them here? Why have they come to disturb our unhappy realm? I will put my faith in Master Caravan. No doubt he will get to the bottom of the problem. Your previous accomplishments have convinced me that you are ready to take on the toughest worgen infesting the woods. Of the worgen that have made their new home here, the Vile Fangs and the Tainted Ones have proven the most dangerous. They've settled down near some of the caves and in the mine to the south. From far away, you can even see the light from their bonfires.
What can I do for you? Hey there. Hello. You need something? See you around. need something? Safe travel.
Yes, I'm the author of that book. You finally found me, eh? Well, if you read that journal, then you only know the half of it. The book you found was only half finished. I had to leave it at Sven's farm when I fled there. Here, take my completed journal to Sven. It describes more fully what happened at his farm. Although this journal has been my only company these past weeks, if giving it up keeps me from having to face Sven and his wrath, then I do it willingly. Aha! Thank you, adventurer. Those really hit the spot. And here, please let me pay you for these. What can I do for you? This journal explains much to me and sets me on the path against the Dark Riders. I have seen these riders in Duskwood and have seen them speak with the wizard Morbid Fell at the Forlorn Road. Morbid Fell is a necromancer and an ally to the Dark Riders. I would pit you against the power of Morbid Fell, but I will not send you against that vile fiend without first knowing your strength. You have already proven your bravery to me, but if you truly wish to face the necromancer, then you must now prove your skill against his minions.
Hey there. How are you?
Delightful. This will do splendidly. Here, good adventurer, take this as payment for your honorable deed. I need a bottle of a certain liquor. Zombie juice. Tavern Keep Smith's at the Scarlet Raven Tavern in Darkshire should have some. And please hurry, adventurer. These nights get cold, and I need that drink to put fire in my veins again.
looking for something specific? Good day to you. See you later.
You need some zombie juice, do you? That's some strong stuff. I don't usually get requests for it. If you bring me some rot blossoms, then I can brew you up a batch of zombie juice. Rot blossoms grow in strange places. In particular, I hear you can find them inside the skulls of skeletal horrors and skeletal fiends. Not that I've gotten close enough to look. The Raven Hill Cemetery and the Tranquil Gardens are both lousy with those skeletons. You may as well get rid of them while you're looking for rot blossoms. The town of Darkshire would be grateful. You look like the type I should watch my coin purse around. Something I can help you with?
Safe travels.
do.
Alright,
are we
thumbs up.
ready, guys?
Let's do this. Leroy Dragons!
Excuse me, sir. Bishop DeLavy asked me to approach adventurers that might be able to help him with a delicate matter. If you could quietly head to Stormwind Keep and speak to him at your earliest convenience, I'm sure he would appreciate your help. Again, please be discreet. It is a matter of some importance. Hello, adventurer. I am Bishop DeLavy. No doubt, if you're asking me about my business here in Keep, then young Thomas has succeeded in requisitioning you to help our kingdom. He has always been adept at following my requests. I'm afraid I don't have time to elaborate much, so allow me to be blunt. And please, try to keep this from becoming common knowledge. Recently, a diplomat was sent to Theramore to meet with Jaina Proudmoore. That diplomat never arrived. I believe the Defias are involved in this plot, but I'm not sure how. The diplomat's disappearance still eludes public attention, but it can't remain that way for long. Agents of the king are already scouring the city for clues, but I have my own contacts I would like involved. In the Valley of Heroes is an old friend of mine named Jorgen. Find him, give him this note, and follow his instruction. Can I help you? All right, I'll help you, but not because I want to, but because I'm obligated. And let's get one thing straight. You're knowing far more than you should to begin with. Let's keep this our little secret, and don't go blabbing at any taverns about anything you find out. Understand? Take this here note to Elling Trias. Don't say nothing else to him. Just be polite and wait for him to respond, and don't worry, he will. I'm gonna only impress this on you once more, adventurer. Treat this matter seriously and keep your yapper shut. You can find Trius at his cheese shop, Trius Cheese, in the Trade District. Good luck. You need something? I'm sorry. A letter for me. Well, I'll be not often. You get a delivery that's not a crate or barrel when all you do is work. Let's see what this is about. You look a little tense. You okay, adventurer? Jorgen, you old son of a... So that's how it's going to be, huh? All right, I can deal with that. I hope he finds the twisting nether that much sooner. Here's what's going to happen, adventurer. I'll start using my contacts here, but you're doing most of the footwork, so I save some coin. Head to Darkshire and Duskwood and find Watcher Bacchus. He usually patrols the North Road right outside of town. Just tell him you're looking into any Defias activity for me, and he'll help you out with any information he can. What can I do for you? Oh, Trius sent you, huh? That's a little different. Feel free to fight whatever monstrosities come at you from the darkness. I'm sure you'll be able to handle it pretty easily if you're the type to be hanging around with the likes of him. So, what does my friend need of me on such a gloomy day as this?
Defias activity? Well, there's always some activity. Even if they keep to themselves, we consider them a threat. But now that I think about it, there was a recent sighting that seemed odd. It must have been a couple weeks ago, but some of their agents had gathered around Adel's stead. From the report, I'd guessed something big went down. Why don't you check there first? And bring me back anything you find. The farmstead is south of the road from Westfall, just as you enter Duskwood.
King's honor, friend. You have done well, adventurer. In defeating the warlock Morganth, Stormwind is saved from a grave peril. I offer you this reward most humbly, and I would bid you peace, if these were peaceful times. But instead, I will bid you luck with your trials, and victory in the conflicts ahead.
Best deals in all of Stormwind, my friend. Won't find any better. Now, what can I help you with?
Have a good one.
Where is it you would like to go, lad? For just a few coin, my griffins can get you there faster than even the swiftest horse.
It's been fun.